Hello, today is September 23rd, 2017. I'm doing this mainly for a friend of mine who needs to see my big hydrangea tree. But anyway, here is some of my anemones that's growing in the same garden. This particular hydrangea here is just about done for the year. Anyway, so if we look at this hydrangea tree, there's the trunk way down there. Alright, there's the trunk of it. I think this tree is, I'm trying to think, 11 years old maybe? Anyway, so there's the trunk. And there's the flower right now. It does open up cream and it starts changing to this pink right now. Some of it starts dropping right about now too. It's pretty big. Now I'm going upward slowly, so I think it looks about 20 feet tall. Maybe. Yeah, about that. Nah, 15. Okay. By the way, here's another hydrangea right in front of it. This one was blue and now it's turning purple. Kind of pretty. So anyway, back to this tree. So I'm walking around it here, trying not to trip. See how big it is, how many blooms are on there. He was worried about the blooms. See all the blooms? I mean, this is a ton of blooms. Okay. So if you look under it, let me just try to get here without stepping on anything. Okay. It's kind of dense. See the darkness of the, oh shit, don't let me step on anything. See how dark it is? Alright, so we've got the trunks in there, right there, see? Now, there's one little limb there, the very bottom one, right there. I'm thinking of cutting out this fall, but I'm not sure. So we'll see how I feel. But that's it. It's kind of dense. Now I imagine when I go inside, because I like to do pruning from inside work on something like this, and I find some extra taller guys and prune out those, that will decrease some of the density. I'm stepping back pretty far here. Here I go, even further back. And that it'll be not as dark underneath, but it's still fine. I don't need to plant anything underneath, so it doesn't matter to me, either or. But it's not going out that far. There is that one is an oak leaf hydrangea right there. That's turning brown. That's an oak leaf, so that's not part of it, so I don't want you to get confused. But I'm thinking of actually digging that thing out also and putting it somewhere else. So it only goes to where you see the pink tinged flowers, and that's my big tree. Just as an extra side note, I got a bunch of hardy begonias that are just like going crazy today, and I have them among my blue hostas, which are done blooming, by the way. These big huge blossoms, huge hostas. And I do got to get that goat spirit out of there. But look at those weeds. Jeez Louise. You know, you go away for vacation, this is what you come back to. Anyway, there's a beautiful, by the way, if you're looking for hydrangeas that are interesting, this one here is a variegated one. Now I got it mainly for the variegation, if you look at it. Isn't it pretty? It does bloom on occasion, not all the time, but the variegation is what sold it for me, so I did get it for that. And it does have a blue flower. It's more of a lace cap. Here's the remnants of it. There, I don't know if you can see it. There it is. It bloomed this year. God, I'm shaking. I hope it doesn't shake there. Anyway, so yeah, this is the variegated. I think I'm going to chop these down in half also in the fall. See what happens. Nothing, I mean, this garden's pretty much spent except for the fall anemones. I have a new one, a white one there that's blooming. And again, walking around for the tree some more on this side. You see how it's kind of like centered there? We had two big trees right next to it when I first put it in, one on each side, and we had them taken out. So it's got full sun. Well, we still have trees up here, see? Here's our big trees above it that's hanging. So that's really gives it still some shade. But they used to be more shade. And it worked. So I will definitely be pruning this thing out in the fall or after the leaves drop so I can see the skeleton better of it. Right now it's just too much and I might screw it up. And that's it. Well, I just got a bunch of hardy geraniums on the side here, which need thinning and moving and weeding, and I can't go on vacation anymore, I guess, for a while. Anyway, this one needs a lot of help this weekend, but I'm cutting grass. So I hope that helped.